the week that was in the NBA, man. The NBA season started this past week. I'm going to go over the recap of the NBA. No week. The first week just ended. Go over the games that were played today as well. So I'm going to be doing this more often a lot at 9 o'clock every single Sunday night at 9 o'clock. Just review what took place in the NBA, the National Basketball Association. So we're going to start with last week where you had Boston Celtics get off to a great start. They off to a great start. They 3-0, but they started last Tuesday night. Defense of their championship, getting their banner raised up, getting their rings. They played the Knicks, who's supposed to be competing against them during the season to get to the championship. But they got off to a great start. They won 132 to 109, and they hit 29 three-point shots. And that's what it's all about, you know, setting the tone for the season, how great they're going to be this year. And they dominated the Knicks, won the game, handled their business. They won by a score of 132 to 109. Jason Tatum had, 37 points, 10 assists, got up to a great start to start the season. And he was able to handle their business and win. The first game of the season, then you had the doubleheader. You had Minnesota against the Lakers, where the Lakers made history with LeBron James and Bronny James being the first father and son combination to play in a basketball game. Well, the thing about Bronny James, man, it looks like it's not going to make that much of an impact due to the fact that he's going to be playing the G League and stuff like that. So, therefore, I don't think he's going to make that much of an impact for this team, for the Lakers. But the Lakers looking good, and like 3-0 right now. They're looking very good at playing outstanding basketball, and that's what it boils down to. Yeah, Jason Tatum had 37 points, had about 10 assists. He was able to be a facilitator as well as a scorer at the same time, and that's what it's about. He's definitely taking his game to the next level as far as that's concerned. His assists total was up at 10 assists. So Derek White had 24 points, 23 points for Jaylen Brown, and they just dominated the Knicks. Self-explanatory, just dominated, got to a great start. So that's the first game to start the season. Again, the Lakers won 110 to, I believe, 104, 110 to 103. I think that was the final score in that game as the Lakers got to a great start, beating a team like Minnesota Timberwolves that trying to adjust without Karl-Anthony Towns. They trying to show that, obviously prove that they can do great things without him. Obviously got Julius Randle, and they have like I said, Julius Randle and DiVincenzo. Hello, Becky Reynolds. Thanks for tuning in. They trying to adjust without Karl-Anthony Towns. So they trying to do all they can to show that they're, really gonna do great things without Karl-Anthony Towns, and that's what they trying to do. And they lost, unfortunately, to the Lakers this past Tuesday night, winning 110 to 104, 110 to 103. I think the score. Let me check the score. Right. Whoever like the like button, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Deeply appreciate. I'm talking about the week that was in the NBA. The NBA started this past week. That's what this is all about. Okay, yeah, Lakers won 110 to 103. That was the final score as the Lakers go to a great start. So the Celtics and the Lakers, I believe they're at top of their Eastern West, respective conferences right now. Yeah, my name is Rashad Saleh. Yeah, that's my name. Yep. Like I said, Davis was the difference maker in this game. He had 36 points, 16 rebounds, and your hair looked like a basketball. Okay, stop the nonsense, man. Khan, wherever you are, cut it out, please. Like I said, you look at Davis. Davis looking good right now as far as scoring. The first two games of the season, he's averaging way over 30 points. He's getting a double-double. This is why he's such a great player. When he needs to be, he'd be the more like top 5 players in the game. When he's healthy, when he's playing like a great player that he is, and he is. Your head looks like a basketball. Okay, Khan, can you please move on, man? Got the time for nonsense. We remove you. You got people saying stupid stuff like Khan. All I do is delete you. Just delete you. That's all. We had a gentleman, somebody on Friday, say some foolish comments about my hair and all this other stuff. I mean, I got no time for that. I'm just gonna delete you. If you don't like this channel, get off the channel. Just get off the channel. Get off of it. Right? 36 points, 16 rebounds. Anthony Davis. That was the number to start the game. That was no double that he had, and that was a really a good start for him. That's the thing about it, man. When you do channels, do a live feed, always gonna be somebody got something negative to say. If you don't like the channel, just stay off of it. Stay off of it. Don't be bringing negative comments to my channel. Now you can't control that, but what I can control is I can delete you. I can definitely delete you. Simple as that. I don't want that nonsense on my channel. That's what people do. Want to troll people on their own channel saying negative stuff. Why? You don't like what you see, just get off of it. Simple. Okay, so that was a storyline that the Lakers got to a great start. The Celtics won their game against the Knicks, and Lakers won 110-103 against the Timberwolves. Okay, so we go to Wednesday. You had Indiana get off to a great start. They beat Detroit 115-109. They're also a great start. Now, Indiana definitely has a lot of high hopes as far as like winning the NBA championship, competing for an Eastern Conference championship. I think that's the thing that stands out with them. They're trying to prove that last year wasn't a fluke because they went into the Eastern Conference Finals but lost to the Celtics. So they're trying to make sure that they get to the same level that they were last year into this year. I think that's what they're after. And obviously they lost today, actually, to the Sixers, who don't have Joel Embiid and they don't have Paul George. Joel Embiid's dealing with this participation plan. The NBA investigating that. But anyway, the Pacers beat the Pistons in Detroit. They were led by Miles Turner, had 20 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. Pascal Siakam had 19 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists. And losing calls, Cade Cunningham had 28 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, but they still won the game. Pulling away 115-109 was the final score in that game. All right, let's go on to the next game. Atlanta beat Brooklyn 120-116. That was the final score in that game. Not surprised with that result. I think Brooklyn gonna be a bad team this year. Surprisingly, Orlando got to a great start. They beat Miami 116-97. That was a good start for Orlando. Orlando made it to the playoffs last year. They made it to the second round. Matter of fact, the first round, they lost in the first round to Cleveland. So Cleveland looking to be much better this year, but Orlando's definitely trying to improve on what they did last year and try to build on that. They got a young team, Pacero, he's their main guy. See how they handle the expectation this year going into from last year going to this year, how they're going to be this year. Interesting to see about that. But that was a big win against Miami Heat, winning on the road 116-97. But the thing that stands out when you look at the NBA as a whole is that Denver Nuggets don't look good right now. They're 0-2 right now. They lost yesterday afternoon to the Clippers. Couldn't stop Norman Powell. Norman Powell had 37 points. 37 points. And I think that's the thing that stands out when you talk about the season the teams that are expected to do big things, and one of them is the Denver Nuggets. Right now, they're 0-2 right now. So no long season, but at the same time, they have issues. The bench is not good, not being productive. The backcourt is not playing well. They did lose Kentavious Caldwell Pope. They did lose him, so you got to replace him in the backcourt. The bench is not the same. Yes, they got Russell Westbrook, but at the same time, they're not as good as it was last year. They're showing that they're not as good as it was last year. The way they're playing right now, as of right now, I think that's the thing that stands out for as that's concerned, is that they're not playing good to start the season right now. Um, that's the thing that stands out with the Denver Nuggets. You know, they're 0-2, long season, yes. They can turn it around. It's a long 82 games season. But at the same time, in this Western Conference where you got OKC, Minnesota, the Lakers are playing good. Again, they 3-0. They're looking good right now. They don't want to get far behind. For a team that's expected, a lot expected from this team. And we'll see what happens with that. But that was a surprising uh, win by the Clippers, because Clippers are hurt. I mean, they don't have Kawhi Leonard. He's out. Obviously, he's always hurt, and they was able to get it done. I believe James Harden had like 16 assists. He was a big time facilitator. You know, that game that yesterday. But the main guy that was doing it was again Norman Powell. That had to be a career high. Him scoring that many points, 37 points. So that was a big time performance by him. Yeah, that was the first round. Cleveland beat the Magic in the first round. So like I said, they got to a great start the season, as far as that's concerned. And that was a big time win for them to get to a great start, the Magic. They got a very young team, very young nucleus, and we see how they build on that. So that's the storyline that. So that's the storyline when you look at the games, like the teams that are doing good so far early. The Lakers are off to a 3-0 start. JJ Redick, new head coach, doing good. He adjusting right now to the NBA, seamlessly and flawlessly. They haven't lost a game yet. Adversity, everything is good, looking good right now. The Celtics are playing like the Celtics. They're dominating right now. They blew out the Wizards. They won a close game yesterday against Detroit, but they're playing very well right now. They're off to a great start. They're looking really, really good, and that's what it's about. They're trying to prove that last year's not a fluke. They're ready to get it done and win a championship and go back to back. They've got the nucleus with Tatum and Brown. They're very young and they're hungry for a championship. I think that's the thing that stands out as far as that's concerned. So that's the thing that also Klay Thompson played very well in his debut with Dallas on Thursday night against the Spurs. He had 6 3-pointers, 7 of 13 from the field, hit 6 threes out of 10 attempts. And that's what he's there for, obviously, just to prove that he can shoot the basketball at a high level. And he set a record as a Dallas Maverick, set team 3-pointers record. He had 6 threes and 10 attempts, 7 to 13 overall. And him being that lineup with him, obviously with Irving and Doncic, they're going to be a dynamic trio. So they won 120 to 109, and they was able to get the job done. So that was a big win. They go to a great start. It's the Spurs team, again, still rebuilding. Yes, Wembanyama definitely going to be a force to reckon with in years to come. But again, long way to go with them. Okay, other thing that stood out, the Knicks, even though they lost the first game to the Celtics, they did have a big win against the Indiana Pacers, who knocked them out last year. Karl-Anthony Towns had some technical difficulties, but back. Yeah, he had played very well. He had 21 points, 21 points, 15 rebounds, and 2 block shots. So he played very well. As the Knicks blew out Indiana 123 to 98. That was a rout. That was what it's all about when you talk about the Knicks getting off to a great start to start the season. especially at home. So they 1-1 right now, and coming off that blowout, they had to play better, and that's what they did. So give them credit. Against the team that they're going to be dealing with all year long is the Pacers. They're one of those contending teams that's in the Eastern Conference. So you definitely gonna those games are like statement games when you go against those kind of teams like the Pacers, the Celtics. That's who the Knicks played the first 2 games of the season. Celtics and the Pacers. So those are teams that they have faced. So those games are like statement games, even though it's regular season based. Right. Second person, like the video again. Once you like the video, make sure you subscribe to the channel. You appreciate it. Also, the Lakers, after they beat the Minnesota Timberwolves, they came back from a 22-point deficit against the Phoenix Suns and won. They won 123 to 116. So they was able to get it done and make it happen. Come back from that deficit. And that's the thing about it with Coach J.J. Redick. They dealt with some adversity. But despite the adversity of J.J. Redick being the coach, he was able to find a way to overcome that deficit. And that's what happened. And that's the thing about it. I mean, whatever he's doing behind the scenes, they definitely a cohesive unit coming back from that deficit. And Davis was unstoppable again. He had 35 points against the Suns, like he had 36 points against Minnesota. They was able to win. And they exploited, obviously, the lack of size that the Suns had. I don't think the Suns are going to be that good. So, yes, they got Durant. Yes, they got Booker. Yes, they got Bill. But the problem is they have lack of defense. So it's really surprising that the Lakers came back. The problem is with the Phoenix Suns that they don't play any defense. They're not a defensive minded team. They gave up 71 points in the second half. Despite who they have on the offensive end, they're not good on the defensive end. So that's the thing with that. So that made them 2-0, the Lakers, 2-0 in the season. And then they won last night, the Lakers. They beat the Sacramento Kings. LeBron James played very well in the fourth quarter of last night's matchup against the Sacramento Kings, who looking to bounce back and be a playoff team this year and be really good this year. I think that's the thing. Keep your eyes on them. They got DeMar DeRozan, obviously, with De'Aaron Fox, Sabonis, guys like that. Let's review that game between the Lakers and the Kings. The Kings are 0-2. Lakers are 3-0 right now. They're looking really, really good as of right now. See how many points LeBron James had. Let's look that up. So he won 137 to 120, 131 to 127, improved to 3-0. So they're off to a great, great start. The Lakers, they're looking really good right now, looking very sharp. Haven't played on the road yet. They won their first 3 games at home. They beat Minnesota, they beat Phoenix, and now they beat Sacramento, all at home. Yeah, triple double by LeBron James, showing that even though he's on the verge of being 40 years old, he still has it. 32 points, 4 3-point shots, 14 rebounds, 10 assists. Again, Davis is playing excellent, man. And he's healthy. He's one of the top 5 players in this game, top 10. Anthony Davis had 31 points, 9 rebounds, 3 steals, 2 assists. Raul Achimara had 18 points, 9 rebounds. Austin Reeves, 16.7 rebounds, 6 assists. So they combined for 65 points. So in losing calls, Domantas Sabonis had 29 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists, triple double. De'Aaron Fox had 28. But this Lakers team is looking good, man. Everything's flowing fluid. James and Davis combined for 63 points. I mean, they're playing at a high level right now. I don't know how they combined for 65 points. Oh, yeah. Wait. LeBron James had 32 points. Davis had 31 points. That's 63 points. I think that adding up of the points is kind of misleading to me because Reeves had 16 points. Archibald had 18 points. So that's 24. That's 34 points right there. So they're playing well, man. They're playing good. And Anthony Davis is a standout guy. This is third straight game where he scored at least 30 plus points or more. So he's definitely got it going. Got to be healthy. Playing like this, playing excellent. They're playing excellent basketball. See if they can keep it going during the regular season early. But the Lakers are doing good. If you're a Lakers fan out there watching and listening, you got to be happy that the Lakers are playing good right now. They're playing very, very good. All right, so that's starting off the Lakers. Let's look at the standings. The standings right now, let's look at the standings. Right now the Celtics are 3-0, Cavaliers are 3-0, Hawks are 2-0 right now in the Eastern Conference. So you got three teams that are undefeated. Now, as you look at the landscape right now, the Pacers 1-2, kind of surprising. They did lose to the 76ers, even though they didn't have Paul George, even though they didn't have Joel Embiid. They lost today in overtime. But the Bucks are 1-2, 76ers are 1-2, Pacers are 1-2. Those are the teams that's supposed to be contending for championships. Again, it's early. But Cleveland looking good. Celtics definitely looking good. Magic is 2-1. In the Western Conference, the Lakers are 3-0. It's kind of surprising. You would think that Denver would be undefeated by now, but they 0-2. Kings are 0-2. Warriors are playing good. They're 2-0. Pelicans are 2-1. Thunder is 2-0. They've got high expectations this year. So it's like old times. I mean, the Lakers are in first place in the West, and the Celtics are in first place in the East. So it's like the familiarity of that. Celtics and the Lakers being atop of respective conferences, opposite conferences. Celtics are first, Lakers are first. All right, let's go over that Sixers game from today because that was a much needed win for the Sixers to get a win because they don't have Joel Embiid, they don't have George, they don't have the guys that's going to help them win the championship, and they had to win today in Indiana. That was a big win. They won in overtime. Big time performance by Tyrese Maxey as they won 118 to 114 in overtime. Much needed win because they 0-2 can't get behind the eight ball, especially when you don't have two of your best players, out. So they had to win today. They won overtime. Let's get into that. 45 for Tyrese Maxey, excuse me. Yeah, 45 points, 14 to 32 from the field. Andre Drummond chipped in with 17 rebounds. That was a big win. They had to have that. It's a win they had to have. So that's good to see them, get off to a start where they get the victory. They got their first win of the season. They 1-2. Had to get that win. You couldn't go winless. You had to go and get that dub, and that's what they did. Right, let's keep moving. Current scores right now, The Nets beat the Bucks. So the Bucks are, yeah, they 1-2. See what the record is. Pelicans lost today, 125-103 to the Trailblazers. This is a surprising win for the Nets to beat the Bucks, 115-102. So the Bucks are 1-2 on the season. OKC look like they're gonna go 3-0 on the season. They winning right now, 120-102 right now. 120-100 with 303 to go against the Hawks. This is a battle of two teams that are unbeaten. Big time performance by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander has 35 points, 8 assists, 11 rebounds, 2 more assists away from a triple-double. Holmgren has 25 points, 9 rebounds. That's a dominant duo right there. So they're looking good right now. Both teams 2-0. And they're looking good right now. So far right now, the Clippers, who beat Denver last night, they've beaten the Golden State Warriors 43-34 as of right now. Okay. Yeah, Portland won 125-103. Jeremy Grant had 28 points. Jeremy Grant. He had 28 points today for Portland. All right. Other scores that took place on Wednesday, Milwaukee beat Philadelphia 124-109. Lillard had 30 points. Paolo Pacheco had 33 points for Orlando. Cleveland beat Toronto 136-106. Evan Mobley had 25 points. Charlotte beat Houston. LaMelo Ball had 34 points. The Pelicans beat the Bulls 123-111. Brandon Grant had 33 points. Memphis beat Utah 126-124. Santi Aldama had 27 points in overtime. Phoenix beat the Clippers 116-113. Kevin Durant had 25 points. And then Buddy Hield had 22 points as Golden State blew out Portland 140-104. So those are the games that was played on Wednesday. Thursday, Boston beat Washington 122-102. Jaylen Brown had 27 points. Luka Doncic had 28 points as Dallas beat San Antonio 120-109. This was kind of surprising. Again, both these teams definitely contending for championships. A championship this year. OKC, the way they beat Denver, they beat them 102-87. Gilgeous-Alexander had 28 points. And Minnesota beat Sacramento 117-115. Julius Randle had 33 points. So you're off to a great start. Pretty good start as a Timberwolf. Then Friday's game, you had Orlando beat Brooklyn 116-101. France Wagner had 29 points. And Philadelphia lost to Toronto 115-107. Scottie Barnes had 27 points. Atlanta beat Charlotte 125-120. Trae Young had 38 points. Detroit lost to Cleveland 113-101. Dean Wade had 19 points. And Jalen Brunson had 26 points as the Knicks beat the Pacers 123-98. Houston beat Memphis 128-108. Jalen Green had 22 points. And Chicago beat Milwaukee 133-122. Kobe White had 35 points. And Golden State won 127-86 as Buddy Hield had 27 points. The Lakers beat Phoenix 123-116 as Anthony Davis had 35 points. And the Pelicans beat Portland 105 to 103. Jordan Hawkins had 24 points. Those games from Friday. And yesterday's games, you had, again, the Clippers beat the Denver 109 to 104. It's about Nikola Jokic having 41 points. Norman Powell had 37 points. Miami beat Charlotte 114 to 106. Jimmy Butler had 26 points. Boston beat Detroit 124 to 118. Jason Tatum had 37 points. Cleveland beat Washington 135-116. Then down to Mitchell at 30 points. OKC beat Chicago 114 to 95. Jalen Williams had 24 points. Memphis beat Orlando 124 to 111. Santi Aldama had 22 points. Minnesota, let's see what they beat. That's the schedule. $112 to 101. Julius Randle had 24 points. Julius Randle playing pretty good to start the season. San Antonio beat Houston 109 to 106. Victor Wembanyama had 29 points. Phoenix beat Dallas 114 to 102. Despite Luka Doncic having 40 points, Kevin Durant had 31 points, and LeBron James had 32 points as Lakers won 131 to 127. It was a milestone by Kevin Durant that he accomplished last night's game. He hit a milestone with the 31 points that he had. Double check that. So I think he had surpassed 29,000 points that he scored. As like a milestone. Yeah, he eclipses 29,000 career points. So congrats to him. Hit a milestone. Past 29,000 points. Only 7 others have managed to crack that threshold. Thing about Durant, he's a scoring machine. Even at 36 years old, he still can get it done. So it was a big performance by him. All right, man. I think that's it for a look at the NBA the week that was. I'll be doing this every Sunday at 9 o'clock. Every Sunday at 9 o'clock to recap what took place in the NBA. Look at the week that took place this past week. So we had the first week of the NBA, first week in the NBA. So now getting to the second week, starting tomorrow. Got a lot of games on tomorrow. Indiana, Orlando, Washington, Atlanta, Milwaukee, Boston. That's a statement game right there. Boston, Milwaukee, Detroit, Miami, Cleveland, New York, Denver, Toronto, Memphis, Chicago, San Antonio, Houston, Dallas, Utah, Lakers and the Suns, Portland, Sacramento. So that's to start off the week. So I'll be going over the week every week in the regular season, best way I can about the NBA at 9 o'clock. Good, way to go with that. So I'll be back on tomorrow. I'll be doing classes, books with Rashad Mitchell, doing the Bible study time, Second Chronicles, chapter 5, 6, and 7. Then I'll do sports, baseball history, look at the 1969 Major League Baseball season. That's when the Mets won the championship. Go over that, what took place during that year. And that'll be it for that. And then also at 10 o'clock, I'll be doing a message, it's a biblical message about the broken cisterns from Jeremiah, the 2nd chapter. I think it's the 12th verse, 13th verse. That's what I'll be going over tomorrow. So that's going to be on the docket tomorrow as I continue to, get acclimated to being on these live streams and these live feeds. I'm enjoying it. I see the support. The subscription is going up. I see it. I see where it's at. So continue to subscribe to the channel if you liked the video. And like I said, I'll be back tomorrow with a couple of live streams tomorrow night. And we're going to do a lot of live streams this week like I did this past week. So I'm going to be active and going just to build up the subscriptions, give you great content. I have something really good. I see the subscriptions, I see the subscribers, and see how I see what it is. So I'll see whoever make certain likes, my channel. Keep supporting. The best yet to come. So that's it for the night, for the week that was in NBA. Until then, talk to you tomorrow. I'll be on Classic Books with Rashad Mitchell, 1969 Major League Baseball season, like a year in review of that season, 1969 baseball. And then at 10 o'clock, I'll be doing the broken cisterns. Until then, talk to you tomorrow.